Welcome back to the Phoenix Podcast. I'm Brandon McDevitt.
I'm Tiffany Pfeiffer.
And I'm Savannah Yatch. Today, we're going to be talking about Disney's CIG remakes? CGI remakes?
CGI.
Yeah, remakes, or
Jeez,
otherwise known as the live-action movies. So if
Yeah.
you don't know what they are, remember how Disney had these cartoon, like they drew and then they had animated movies? They seem to not like those anymore because they just make live-action remakes of them.
Yeah,
Money.
it's not
Makes
because
money.
they don't like it. It's just that, hey, we have this good movie that everybody liked. Let's put out a new version of it and make the same or more profits off of it.
All right. So for me, I got to say, I personally don't mind the live-action movies. It's just the originals are to me, you can't get better than the original. Now these live-action movies, they're really good movies. If they weren't copying off the original movie, they would be great movies all alone. But the fact that they're remaking an already good movie, why? There's no point in it.
And
then they'll change like half the morals and like change half the story too.
I mean, honestly, props to Disney. Like, I don't think that if I had something that I created that was as successful as that, and I was like, hey, wait, why don't I just put this as a new perspective, change like this, and that, and then here it's live action, we'll hire more people can profit off of it. Let's just do it, you know? I like the jobs that it opened up for people, but I'm just like, Disney, wow, I wouldn't have thought of that. You know, like it's like Elon Musk with his not a flamethrower.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's ironic. I didn't like what they changed in the Aladdin one because someone told me what they changed and I was like, that's not Aladdin. That's not.
I think, there's something about a cartoon that makes it a cartoon, that makes it the best. You know what I mean? You can't see a CGI bear, or not, the blue bear from the Jungle Book. What is Blue, right? You can't see Blue and wearing coconuts acting like a monkey. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If it was real. That makes no sense whatsoever. But if you saw it in a cartoon, it just, it makes sense because there's less definition.
There's just something CGI can't pull off that when you're drawing the cartoon or you're animating it yourself that you can make work. Like, from my opinion, there was a lot of things that were in Lion King that weren't able to be in the CGI because, one, it would look weird in real life. Like, Timon and Pumbaa, I think.
Yeah.
The warthog, and the little, I can't think of what it was. I could think of it any other day. But Simba's stepped in Guardians for most of his childhood that he was able to now remember. There was a time they were wearing like a coconuts and a little leaf tutu, and they couldn't do that
exactly.
because it wouldn't look good. But it was amazing and hilarious.
Right. I think, with CGI becoming more realistic, you're going to have to change the story significantly. And that's just getting rid of the original. You know what I mean? You're kind of taking it away. What makes the original so good is it being a cartoon. So I'm against the CGI remakes. I don't know. If you're for CGI remakes,
I honestly haven't seen.
I'm not against CGI movies and stuff, but when you're remaking an already good movie,
exactly,
that's just the CGI remake of it takes away from it. Though the movies themselves aren't the problem. It's the fact that they're remaking and taking away from the original one is my opinion.
Yeah, man. They're so bad.
I haven't seen any of the new CGI movies. No, because
Aladdin and
they did Beauty and the Beast, Cinderella.
Jungle. They did?
Jungle Book. They're planning on doing a Mulan. They're remaking Mulan, but they're taking away. but they're changing
95%
they're
of the
gonna
plot.
take away, from what I heard, they're gonna take away the fact that she dressed up and tried to disguise as one of the men's soldiers. That they're gonna just make her own uniform and make her stand out. She just went and enlisted herself as a female, and I'm like, that's taking away from the whole story. That's like every plot point in there that happened in Mulan is gonna be taken away because of that.
The theme is don't judge a book by its cover. And then they're like, oh, no, female empowerment. You know what I mean? You can't just say that. You know what I mean? Mulan, the original movie was female empowerment. And they're like, well, the whole government back then in China was against women soldiers. So it doesn't make sense for them to have a woman soldier in China during those times.
Yeah.
That makes no sense whatsoever. That's a Disney magic.
The way the original movie was created made a lot of sense. And like how she cut her hair to be shorter to make her look like she dressed the part and looked like a boy in their times, went as a soldier and then got wounded and then they found out. That changes to say, oh, I'm a woman, I'm a soldier, wow, woohoo, yep, let's fight. That doesn't seem like it's that's taken away from the whole movie.
Exactly, dude. Exactly.
I thought I was muted, sorry. But I haven't seen any of these, and I'm kind of glad I haven't yet. But the way, so from a entrepreneurship perspective and a money-making perspective,
it makes sense.
It's pretty smart. But I think that if the execution had been better, from what I'm hearing, then they could have made a lot more, and it could have been a lot more profitable. So I understand changing some things that maybe not all the viewers would get upset about. But, okay, this whole Mulan thing is really, like, you can't do that. You can't do that.
Right.
Like,
they should have just made a different movie for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not a movie.
Call it Mulan.
Or it's not Mulan.
Make it different. You know what I mean? If you want to change 95% of the movie idea, then make a whole movie, man. Mm-hmm. Don't just, you know what I mean?
But see, that's the whole point. They don't want to make another movie. They're running out of ideas. They're running out of time to, put a new movie out there. So it's like, we'll just hire more people, pay more for it, but we don't have to make a whole new movie. It's...
Disney's going to shoots.
They're
dropping down.
They have enough money to last them, the next 5 generations of whatever family they have. So I don't really think they're concerned about, growing necessarily. It's just maintaining, and I think this is their way of maintaining.
Yeah, I could definitely see that point. And have you seen the superhero movies with all the CGI? Black Panther. I love Black Panther. It was awesome. But the fight scene when they're on the train, it was just trash. Utter garbage.
What?
So trash. It looks so trash. Have you seen it?
Yes, I've seen that. I saw that movie 3 times in theaters. I own that movie. I watch it at least once a month. And I've seen the fight scene
with the train.
Yes, I've seen it. Well, of course I've seen the fight scene. What do you think?
Way too waxy.
No.
It looks way too waxy. It looks like utter garbage. I'm not gonna lie. Everything else is fine. Except
it's fantastic.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is the fight scene just threw me off. It looks fake. You know what I mean? They could make it look a little bit more real. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What the heck?
Brandon, you go and you try and make it look more real, and then come back to me and tell me how easy it is.
Dude, I bet you it could be so much more easier if they just did it right. If they did it right. If they took their time on it, let everything render right, looks wrong. The shadowing, where'd the light come from? Where's all the light from? But they're 2 black suits in a black cave. Where do you see? No, I'm talking about at the end when I don't know what the other guy's name is. It looks trash. It looks trash. Everything but that scene. It looks. Hold on, let me see if I can find it.
Well, if you think about that, then what about Doctor Strange? What are your opinions on that?
Doctor Strange was amazing.
CGI.
Best movie ever. Where's Doctor Strange 2? Excuse me. I'm tired of the comic books. I've read 50 of them, and it compares nothing to the movie. The movie is just so good. I had read the comic books before watching the movie, so like I kind of knew a little bit about them. But the origin story, the everything was just so perfect from the beginning. The car crash, everything.
You know, it's part of the next Marvel phase to come out with the Doctor Strange movie.
Yes,
I think it's to do with the multiverse.
Yes, get a little multiverse action in there. I love Doctor Strange. Like it's this kind of it's
so
not
cool.
Wizardry, but it's like this really like dark magic that is just wild beyond belief. And I like how it's not like a physical thing. Like it's not like a wand or something like that. It's like this is a total like you have to be in this mental state to, kick into it.
I may get we'll probably never get copyrighted for this because no one's ever gonna watch it.
Yeah.
But look how waxy that looks. So fake. It could look so much better.
Yeah, I see what you're meaning. Well, I wouldn't say 100% it looks fake, but like it doesn't seem as realistic. I can understand that.
Yeah, it just took away.
It's not the best fight scene, but listen, it was towards the end of the movie. All this fantastic stuff was happening. Everything else was executed perfectly. And I think it looked pretty good for the time that they had. You can tell they kind of rushed a little bit. I think it's fine.
Oh, yeah.
I think they were just trying to finish up the movie.
My brother says, and I kind of see his point, the Black Panther is the same thing as The Lion King.
No, stop it. Oh, God. It is not.
Think about
There
it.
are so many differences.
Same plot.
I've thought about it. Trust me. Completely different.
Seems like the same plot.
Nope.
I don't know. Think about it.
Listen, there's so many differences that
he becomes a king, and he finds out about a brother who he didn't even know about.
That's not his brother. That's his cousin.
His cousin, even better. His cousin, so distant.
No, the goals of these movies are 100% different.
His uncle got killed before, and his cousin knew all along. Or at some point figured it out sooner than
the characters don't add up. The whole like point of the movies doesn't make sense. It like if you compare them is what I'm saying. Like
there's a resemblance.
No, there's not.
When he sees his father,
there is a small resemblance, but they're not. But if you look, I can see
I won't
how
say they're
you
the same.
Them, but if you're if you start pointing out things, it's all of a sudden they're very different movies.
I say there's a striking resemblance.
Okay,
but
Dad,
it's not the same.
Dead? Okay, whatever. All right.
Is he and his father?
But
what's the Black Panther's name? Like is Does it rhyme with like tamale? Does it rhyme?
Look it up.
T'Challa. When he dies, they think he's dead. We find out he's not actually dead.
They knew he wasn't dead. That's why they buried him in snow. They knew there was a way to save him, so they knew he wasn't dead.
No, come on. They thought he was. As you can see, I am not dead. Come on. They thought he was dead. And then the sister was like, what? Right? Come on. There's a resemblance there.
No. They knew that he wasn't dead, but that the snow was
the way to save him. Yeah.
The snow was saving him. He wasn't dead yet. He was going to be dead.
A select amount of people do. A select amount. Right? I'm messing. I know they're not the same movie. I just like to start conflict because it's fun.
I noticed.
Go at each other.
It sounds like something my brother would say. I don't like conflict. I just enjoy starting it.
That's like every middle school girl. God. Oh.
Well, actually,
That's every middle schooler ever.
true.
I don't like
Generalization.
conflict. I love starting it.
Hey, sorry. I was gonna say that. All right. Well, we're almost at 15 minutes. Any final thoughts on CGI remakes, The Lion King, Black Panther, anything?
As the final, finally, my final statement would be: CGI movies aren't bad. It's just when you remake or you're trying in some way replacing the old movie with this new, brand new, oh look what we did now type movie. It takes away from the original.
Agreed. Savannah?
It's a smart money-making choice. I don't blame them. Like,
definitely.
I mean, props to them for even thinking of it. I just wish the execution had been a bit better. They could have profited more off of it, but I think they're just trying to maintain in the billions, trillions, whatever they're at.
Bajillions at this point. All right. I totally agree. So, well, do you agree? Leave them down in the comments. Make sure you like, do the comment, subscribe, ring bell for notifications.
If you comment, there's a chance that you might get a shout out. So I'd comment if I were you.
99% chance.
With a 99.9% chance that you'll probably get a shout out as long as you're not a bot.
Yeah, stupid bots. Tom, I'll name drop you.
Don't give them shout outs.
Oh yeah, that only help them. No, that would. Regardless, this is the Phoenix Podcast. We'll see you in the next one.